in easier times, innovation was thought to be the work of creative departments. Who owns innovation in your company today? Stephanie, let's start with you. Or anyone can jump in.
Well, on the agency side, the world has completely changed. I think anybody that has client responsibility, and ultimately that's everyone in an agency, is responsible for innovation, because everything's happening faster, everything's happening with new systems, everything requires someone to train something on something they don't understand. So frankly, I think everyone from the CEO down to a PA trying to help a client every day is responsible for it. It's almost, innovation isn't a thing anymore, in my opinion. It's become sort of the air we breathe.
And I would just add, from a client perspective, I think if we take a look back years ago when I first started in advertising, there wasn't as much collaboration between the client and the agency when it comes to innovation. But now with technology, and certainly in the payment space, I mean, it's impossible to ask the agency to come up with innovation without actually collaborating so tightly with us in terms of what is happening in the payment space, what are some of the new tools and technologies that we are launching, and how can we obviously collaborate to enhance those. So there's just far more conversation, I find, and integration amongst our media partners and the client than there ever was in years before.
I think you're seeing a greater push, too, to it being about not capabilities in the silo of innovation, but culture. So I think most marketers and agencies are making that pivot as well to how do you think of it as a layer across your culture and recruit against that, and think of it throughout the entire journey in your process versus building a capabilities and siloing innovation.
And I think one of the challenges is not so much the innovation itself, but it's nurturing it, letting it grow, scaling it, and sharing it. And that, I think, is sometimes more of a challenge these days than actually creating it in the first place.
And I think anybody that tries to, I can really project, anybody that tries to own it, or any agency that tries to own it, is actually doing it creativity and innovation disrespect, because it does need to be a collaborative effort. In a world that's going to continue to change in every second that we're even sitting here, we all need to be comfortable in that uncomfortable ambiguity. So and get excited about it. So we can't own it. We have to share it.
Coming from an organization that we're very much known for innovation, I mean, our products are very innovative, and that's just, what you get within the Audi culture. For us, innovation is frankly how we work with our agencies. Everyone is creative. And, a couple years ago, we brought all of our agencies together. We had a new agency that was kind of joining the fold. And our CMO at the time, who's now our CEO, basically said, there needs to be one ego in the room. And the one ego is about what's right for the Audi brand. And a number of my MediaCom agency team is here, and I think they will attest to the fact that good ideas come from anywhere, and it's okay for the media agency to come up with a social idea. And the other thing we do is we really look at all of our agencies together. We collaborate very, very closely with experiential and PR. So when we talk about integrated agency teams together, everybody works together, everyone brainstorms together, and you get credit. Frankly, if you come up with the idea, it doesn't mean you're the one to execute it, because you might not have that center of excellence to do it, but it really helps bind the team together, it really helps encourage innovation, and it really helps us as clients be able to kind of manage for the best.
I think, Amanda mentioned culture. I think that is such a big part of what we do. Comcast and Matt talked earlier about the introduction of Netflix and Hulu. It's changing the way that people consume entertainment, consume media. So it has to start with our product team, our sales and marketing team. It is with our media team, our agency partners. And when I say agency partners, it's not just creative, it's media, it's all of our agencies working together and really fostering a culture of what innovation is, defining innovation in each of those areas, but really fostering that culture that no idea is a bad idea, and we really need to look at our environment and look at how consumers are just shifting the way they consume everything these days.